Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to another fantastic show here on Crafters TV. It is 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. across on the East Coast, and that means on a Saturday, it is time for one thing. It is time for the Craft House. Yes, and the Craft House is all about when we welcome very special guests into the studio here at Crafters TV. And what a special guest we have got for you today. I'm going to cross live to Arizona and say hello to Tiffany herself. How are you, Tiffany?
I am so great. I'm so excited to be here. We have amazing things today, Joe. Amazing things and some brand new stuff too. So I can't wait to get into the show and start sharing all these goodies with you and everyone.
It's going to be so much fun. As Tiffany said, loads of new stuff coming up for you in this show. Great configurations for you as well. A lot of product though that is very low quantity. So what I would definitely urge you to do in this show is pop yourself over to the website craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au, hit that shop the show button and have a good look through everything that's in there, because there are 65 products in this show, 65 opportunities for you to get something fabulous. And let's face it, at the moment outside the sun is shining. Is the sun piercing its way through your piles of crafty goodies into your craft room? You think, do you know what, it's time for a good spring clean. We have got you absolutely taken care of. We've got some brilliant stuff on the show. We've got the storage and supply cases back in stock. They are available right now. They were so popular. 20% saving on those. We'll take you through those more. Hello, brand new item. We've got the Totally Tiffany storage and supply case paper taker collection, which is incredible. You're going to absolutely love that. There is an amazing buddy bag selection where you can get 10 buddy bags and a free lowest tote. However, it's so low in stock, I can't even show it to you. So we are going to have sellouts. It's going to be fast and furious, but we are going to get you organized, which is fantastic. If you want to get in touch with me, absolutely you can. All the normal ways. Crafters TV if you are on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button as well, so you make sure you never miss out on any of the fantastic shows that we bring to you here at Crafters TV. Should we get started? I think we should get started, don't you? Yes, we are going to be firstly looking at this gorgeous selection. So it's a Totally Tiffany storage and supply case. Now these are brilliant. They're kind of an A4 size. They're really deep gusset. They've got the lovely pull tags on the side of them. Already 30% of the stock has gone, and what's brilliant about these is that you get them in different sizes. Now you get the 2 drawer, which you can see down here. You're also going to get the 4 drawer and the 6 drawer. Now these are going to be great for things like crafting, but they are also wonderful drawer organizers if you want to make first aid kits. There's so many different opportunities to organize your life with these. £35 if you're in the UK. If you are across in the US, they are $40. Platinum members can get them for £28 or $32. It is very busy on these already. It's going to be an extremely busy show. But I'm going to cross right over to the lady herself, Tiffany Boom Spaulding, who is standing by with our first amazing item. These are incredible. I remember we launched these together, Tiffany, and they literally were off the chart busy, weren't they?
Boom, they were gone. They're going to be gone again. I'm telling you, they're the greatest. I know, like I have a little bit of bias, okay, I'm going to admit that. But these are so functional, and they're cute, and they're lightweight, and they're visible, and they're accessible. So you've got the 2 drawer, you've got the 4 drawer. No, that's a 2 drawer. I can't count. 4 drawer, 2 drawer, and the 6 drawer, and none of them are very exciting when they're empty. So I'm going to show you what they look like loaded up and all the cool things that you can do with these. So let's just go right here to my shelf, and I'm going to start with the 2 drawer. So in this 2 drawer, I have got my foil quill, and I have used the pockets, which are also available. I can just pull this little drawer out, and look what's in there. All of the foils for my foil quill on this side in those nice little pockets. And on the opposite side, I have got all my foil quill tools in there, right? So in this little bag, I have a total kit of products that keep things together, you use together. That's always what I'm talking about, right? So that is the 2 drawer. Now let's look at, this is also the 2 drawer. I'll just give you a quick sneak peek of that, right? So more tools, more dies and stamps in there. Again, I've used the 8.5 by 11 magnets. I mean, the 8x5 magnets and the pockets, dies and stamps and tools. So just, I mean, these boxes are so versatile. You're gonna just love them. Look at this, my favorite, the 6-drawer, washy, washy, washy. You know I love it, right? I'm gonna show you another really cool thing. You may have already bought these when we first had them, but did you know you can stack 3 or 4 of them up, and now you can create this little drawer system right on your desktop. So you can store them on the shelf, but when you're ready to work with them, you can stack them up so you're not using anywhere near as much space on your desk. Here's that 4-drawer. Really durable bag. These are heavy punches. Again, we're able to support the weight, and you can create, again, just add that to your stack, and now you've got just the perfect, look how cute that is, and so accessible. So you add some labels to the front, you're gonna have access to everything, washi tape, your tools, all of those great things. But you know, Joe was saying that you don't have to use them just for craft supplies. So this is, what I've done here is I've taken a 2-drawer drawer and 3 drawers from the 6-drawer, and I've mixed them up. So one of the nice things about this is the 2, the 4, and the 6 drawers are mixy-matchy, and you can mix them up to hold whatever you want to hold. So let's see what else we've got on my shelf here. Here's kind of an example of a 6-drawer with something other than washi tape, but you know I'm addicted to it. So all the different supplies that you can put into that 6-drawer system right there. And again, you've got that pull-out function on them, right? Which means when it's sitting on your desk, even if it's standing up and down, you can pull those drawers in and out, work with the drawer, get everything that you need to it, pop it right back in, and you are good to go. So just all around, you've got this all loaded up. Jewelry making, embossing powders, distress inks, all of those things just ready to go. And I know you can't see the full shot here, but I'm able to pull these right on and off my shelf. This one's, again, mix and match, a 4-drawer and 6-drawer battery storage, right? I've got the batteries here that I gotta go upside down and backwards here. So this is the charger for rechargeable batteries and all the other basic batteries. 2 of the 4 drawers, 3 from the 6th drawer, mixed and matched in there. So just a great way to store so many different things around the house. Now, if you are looking for somewhere to store tools, this is the button press from We Are. All the tools and supplies in a 2-drawer, right? So I mean, you need multiple sets of these. You are gonna love working with them in all the sizes, shapes that they come in. You're going to find so many different things at home, in your car, in your craft room, in your garage. You all know that my husband sort of usurps anything that comes in. He's always like, I don't need that. And then the next thing he's wandering around going, do you have something that I can store my screwdrivers in or paintbrushes? And he's claiming stuff out of my craft room for that. So this bundle in particular, you're going to get to try the 6-drawer, the 2-drawer, and the 4-drawer, and you're going to love all of the different things that you can fit in there, and how easy it is to just close them up when you're done, pop them right back on the shelf. That's one of the things about Totally Tiffany products, right? We really sort of focus on how we're using them, how to access them, all of that stuff. So we try to make everything easy to pull out and equally easy to put away. And that is a trick to keeping your craft room organized and having everything at your fingertips. And these bags are going to be a total asset in your craft room for that. What do you think about that, Joe?
Oh, I think they're excellent. Everyone at home is loving these, Tiffany, as well. Mary Pat says, I love these storage cases. Barbara says, I love my store and supply cases. Mary Pat says that these have come in so handy for things that are normally a challenge to store. Rosalind says, going to be ordering TT today. Need these for drawer organizers. I think as drawer organizers, they're going to work so well for you, especially those deeper ones as well. So definitely give these a go. Marisol as well, Tiffany, says about storing ink pots in here. I mean, they have so many different uses, don't they?
I'm sorry, I cut out for a minute there. So
that's okay. I was just saying that Marisol said about storing ink pots in these. I mean, everything from ink pots to glue guns and everything else in between is going to go in at least one of these bags, isn't it?
Absolutely. And guess what they all fit in, Joe? They all fit in your
Lois.
lowest toe. Woo, I know, Lois. Okay, this is what I'm super excited about, though. Okay, some of you have already tried the storage and supply cases, the ones that you know, they sold out super fast. Hopefully you're getting a couple more sets of those. But look what we've got today, 2 more designs. We have the paper taker, and we have the 8-drawer storage and supply case, right? So again, they're clear, they're not exciting, right? This one's just wide open for you. Let me show you. Oh, all loaded up. You know I love these, right? I just get so excited about it. Okay, I'm going to start with the paper taker, which of course is designed for 8.5 by 11 or A4 paper. So look at that. You have got the perfect carry bag for hundreds of sheets of paper. It's clear, it's portable, it's got this nice handle on the side for pulling it off and on the shelf like everything else. It's got the top handle, it fits in your lowest tote, it fits on your paper cart, it fits on your regular shelf. Really durable vinyl. Again, we've got the double stitching across the top so you don't have to worry about that handle tearing. So just, this is a great basic piece. You just need this all the time. What else can you do with this besides paper? It also is going to fit your magazines. It's going to fit your large, so I've got those, you know, sometimes you get those large stamp sets when you purchase those magazines. Those are going to fit in there as well. So anything that is A4, 8.5 by 11 is going to be perfect in here. So that is going to include using it as a project planner where you put all the bits and pieces for your project in there. It's going to be awesome for that, as well as storing things like tools, right? So these are, and I'm getting that shine on the camera, I'm trying to get away from it. There we go. As well as, like, look at these bumpy tools, right? These are We Are punch boards. They have that weird bumpy top. They're hard to store. Once you put them into this bag, now they're going to slide right on your shelf. Like a book in your library, you are absolutely going to love this paper taker. Okay, so that's fun and that's functional, whatever, but you know how much I love little cute things, right? That is where the 8-drawer kicks in. Oh, okay, so I'm going to show you all these cute things on the 8-drawer. Where's my favorite one? That's what I'm after. Look at this. Look at all your small ink pads, your squares, your teardrops, your chalks. I'm going to go over here. There we go. So you can see all those different, right? You've got those chameleon markers. Those are hard to store, right? They're so long. Also, your tri-blend markers are going to fit in this bag as well. So you're going to be able to get those in there. So you can store it flat, laying down, and then you can carry it standing up. But look, small wood stamps. Again, those small square ink pads, your memento inks, your ink pots, your chalks, they're all in there. And the beautiful thing about these bags, again, you can stack them up, right? So now this one I've got, this is like my distressing kit, right? I've got all my daubers and my life-changing brushes. They're all in there. So now I'm just creating this little set here of just, I've got all my paint brushes in this one. Now, the other thing is, which I wanted to show you, is that you can actually add stuff to the back. So I'm going to just grab my paint by number book right here, and I'm going to slide it between the tray and the boxes. So I've got that little bit of extra room. So now I've got my paint brushes right here, and I've got my paint by number book, or I think this is a dot to dot book that I grabbed, but you can see you've got that little extra space in there. So if you're not putting something really thick like your paint, like your ink pads or your small stamps, you can also add. So if you're doing something where you want to put drawing paper or Zentangle paper, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this upside down. You can pull out that tray, set it on your workspace, and now you've got access to whatever's in there. And when you're done, you're just going to slide it back into that slot, close everything up, and put them away. So your 8-drawer, oh, I didn't put the book in the bag. Let me just fix that real quick. Boom, now it's in. So there we go. So your 8-drawer is going to hold all kinds of little things, right? Things that you have a hard time keeping track of, or things that are messy. So all of these things have potential to be messy. This is going to be your messy bag. Put those messy, inky things in there. Keep them contained. You can see them. Pull out the drawers as you need them. It's just so easy and makes things so simple. And then, of course, all of the different variety of things that are going to fit in there. So if you've already collected, or you've already put the 2 drawer, the 4 drawer, and the 6 drawer in your shopping cart, you definitely want to add these to that collection, because you know what else? These are going to stack up on top of the 2 drawer, the 4 drawer, the 6 drawer. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull those out again. I'm going to pull those out, and we'll just go through that. So here's that 4 drawer, right? I've got that 4 drawer bag. Now I'm just going to build my system here. Oh, I don't want to put batteries on there. That's not exciting, is it? Let's do washi tape, because I love the washi tape. So there's my 6 drawer. I'm going to fold back the flap on the 6. I'm going to add that. I'm going to get my 2 drawer with my dies and stamps and my tools. I'm going to fold back the flap on that. So now all you need to do is label the front of your drawers. And now I'm going to add this, last but not least, my 8 drawer to the top. I have got this super easy, very accessible supply tower, right? It's taken up a small amount of space on my desk. 9 inches by 12 inches is all you need, and you're going to have all of that space ready to go. This is great if you're traveling to a crafting event, or even if you craft at home, you're going out to the dining room table, you're going to sit in the TV room, and you want to have all of these things out and in front of you. It's just so simple. Pull them off the shelf, open them up, stack them up. You can stack 3 or 4 of them together with no problem and still have access to those drawers. And again, you can pull the drawer all the way out, set it down on your workspace, work with it, and then let's see if I'm tall enough to go over the top here. There we go. Put that drawer back in. I'm not tall. I'm on my tiptoes. I need a boost. There we go. So you've got your, we're going to just call this the storage and supply tower, right? Everything's stacked up. Everything's ready to go. Everything's accessible. And now when you're ready to put it all away, you're just going to close the lid on each one, pop them on the shelf. Now imagine, Joe, how easy it's going to be for you to craft anywhere with these, right? You can just pack them up, throw them in your lowest tote, get crafty. Again, whether you're taking them somewhere in your house or whether you're taking them to a crafting event, everything is going to stay organized. You're going to be able to take it with you easily and put it back easily. The whole system is so simple. It's such a problem solver, right? Such a solution for those craft supplies.
It really is. The other great thing I love about these, Tiffany, is that I think they're going to be brilliant for maybe people that love to craft, are getting into craft, but don't necessarily have a craft room, a dedicated craft room. Maybe they've just got, you know, a shelf in a cupboard somewhere, and you need to be able to take it all out, you know, take it all out, put it all back away again. They will go, as Tiffany was saying there, in the lowest tote as well. So maybe you're just going to have a few lowest totes, and you're going to have these in there. There is, of course, across the 2 different options. So what you're looking at the moment on your screen is the storage, supply case and paper taker. This is a brand new item for you today. 40% of a big launch stock on this has already gone. You've got that 8 drawer and you've got that A4 size in there as well, which is absolutely awesome. $27.88 or $30.58. That's £22 and change, $24 and change for our Club Inspire Platinum members. Remember, the other one we had as well was the 2, 4 and 6 drawers, which will also complement this beautifully. The 2 of them will work perfectly together, and it will all go into your lowest tote. Now I need to have a word with you about the deal that we've got on here. Right, you've got 2 options basically. You can buy the 10 buddy bags that are in here and not get, you can get them all individually and not get the free lowest tote. Or what you can do is buy the 10 buddy bags that are in here and get the free lowest tote. Which one do you want to do? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It really, really is. However, I need to let you know that there are less than 30 of the collection with the free lowest tote available for you. If it is in your basket, it is 96% of the stock sold through. If it's in your basket, you need to check it out. The thing is, when it sells out, if you then go to try and check out, you'll be able to buy the buddy bags. You will not get the lowest tote totally free of charge. Therefore, I want you to get the best deal possible. When this does sell out, which it will, I'd imagine in the next sort of 15 minutes or so, we will then be able to bring you the 10 buddy bags that are in here without the free lowest tote. So I really want you to get the best deal. Please make sure you check out if you've got that in your basket. We're going to move on to something else now. which Tiffany's going to take you through. This here is the Totally Tiffany Scrapmaster Scrap Organizer with stamp pockets. You are going to get 5 of these that you are seeing here. You're also going to get, so you're going to get 5 of the pockets, and then you're going to get 15 as well of the stamp storage pockets. So 3 packs of those too. A brilliant saving. You save a quarter, $25.99 here in the UK, $34.99 if you are across the pond. Tiffany, these look amazing. I can't believe how many, there's like pockets on pockets on pockets in this thing.
It is incredible. You know, the Scrapmaster is something that people ask me to develop and ask me to develop and ask me to develop, and I kept thinking, you don't really need that. And then as soon as I developed it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is something everybody needs. So what it is, it's a big file folder, opens up like this, right? It has got a big flat pocket on the front. It's got a big flat pocket on the back. Everybody says, why didn't you put gusseted pockets on the front and the back? And the reason I didn't do that is because you need to slide that file folder in and out of your paper storage shelf or in and out of your tote. And if it has gusseted pockets on the front and back, it's going to get hung up sliding in and out. Front and back and nice and smooth. Inside, you've got those 3 gusseted pockets. This top pocket is where you're going to fit your 5x7 pockets, stamp pockets in here. And then you've got a nice big pocket on this side as well. Let me show you let me show you it all loaded up, because like everything, it's not that exciting when it is just empty. Okay, so basic for scraps. Let's start with scraps. So with scraps, we've got big scraps on the outside. We've got smaller scraps on the inside in those gusseted pockets, and each of those gusseted pockets has the locking tab on it, so you can lock it down once it's loaded, right? So this is all my blue scraps. This is in the blue section of my paper storage collection. Super simple, super easy. Now I want to show you how you can really maximize the use of this. So this is loaded up with everything for travel, right? So it's got all my travel accessories, travel embellishments. So whether you're making a card that says Bon Voyage or a scrapbook page, and then in this pocket here, in this big gusseted pocket, let me pull this out, I have got those 5x7 pockets that you are getting to go with this, right? So look, I've got all the different embellishments organized by country here, or what type of embellishment they are. And then all of these fit perfectly into that top pocket, and they would also fit in the bottom pocket as well of your Scrapmaster. So whether you're using it to organize embellishments by theme, like I've done here, or you're using it to sort photos by, if you're doing a project plan for scrapbook pages, you may take those 5x7 pockets and group your photos by page layout, or in this case by trip, like destination, whatever it is. So you're going to love having those added pockets. Now you're getting 5 of the Scrapmasters themselves. They're also tabbed on the side here, and then you're getting 3 sets of the 5x7 pockets. So let's take a look at a couple more things here. This is a collection of Thanksgiving paper, stickers, embellishments, instructions for how to do layouts, and in the middle I've got the coordinating 12x12 paper. So what I've done with this Scrapmaster is I have turned it into a collection keeper. I've got the paper, I've got the instructions, I've got all the accessories, everything is in here. It's labeled Thanksgiving. It's going to slide right into my paper storage collection with holiday and seasons. And when I'm ready to work with that on that theme, Thanksgiving, I'm going to just be able to pull it out and have everything I need, right? Keep things together, you use together. That is my mantra. Here's another collection. These are all scraps and remnants from football layouts and football pages, right? So I've got all the paper, I've got the extra scraps, the extra stickers, everything's in there. Again, when I'm ready to work on that theme or holiday or event, I'm just gonna pull out that Scrapmaster. Last but not least, take a look at this. Look how much you can fit in these. This is an entire kit collection, right? I'm gonna pull the pieces out of here so you can see everything that's gonna fit in there. So first of all, I've got 30 sheets of heavy duty cardstock right in the middle, right? So that's that file folder type of use. Then in the pocket, I have got stickers, dimensional stickers. In the back pocket, I've got my thicker stickers. So if you love thickers, right, these are hard to store because they're so thick. All of these go together with this collection of products. Now I've got them all in one place. So it makes it so easy. Look at this. Look at all of these embellishments that are in that. There's stamps, there's stickers, there's three-dimensional stickers. There's, what do I have in here? I've got more embellishments. I've got accessory cards. I've got ribbon. I've got buttons. I've got more stamps. I've got dimensional epoxy. I mean, it's just, you're going to be shocked and amazed at how much stuff actually is going to fit. And you can see all of this is dimensional. It's all thick and it's all fit in one place. So when I'm ready to work with this particular product or this project pack, I've got everything. Look at the pile. I mean, I have got everything that came in that project kit in one scrap master, and everything is together in one place. So it's an ideal way to store scraps, and you're going to store those by theme or color. And then, but it's also going to work great for kits. It's going to work great for project planning, and it's also going to work great for storing embellishments, stickers, that type of thing together by theme. So there's so many uses for it. And by the way, it fits in your 12 by 12 paper handler. It fits in your 12 by 12 fab pile. It fits in your cardboard paper storage boxes. It's going to fit on your paper cart. So all of these things are going to work together perfectly to really maximize your space, but give you maximum access to your products as well. Joe, this is a no-brainer. You've got to have these in your arsenal of organization, because they are going to make everything so much easier.
Yeah, they really are. And the great thing is, the temptation so often with all those little bits is just to have, you know, A4 boxes everywhere, and they are just full of stuff. You can't see anything, you can't get to anything. These really do answer that problem for you. And the great thing is that they are absolutely loaded full. They're a really good quality as well on these, all of them. And I love that you're getting those stamp storage pockets within there as well to really maximize your ability to store all of your different stamps. You get 5 of the actual Scrapmaster scrap organizer. You're going to get 15 of the stamp pockets in there too. It makes that price absolutely incredible. $25.99 here in the UK, $34.99 if you are across in the US. You're looking at $20.79 or $27.99 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. Lots of you really excited for these. Scrapmasters are great for project planning, says Mariah. Ange saying, I use the Scrapmasters for crafters inspiration subscription box kits. They hold the entire box and all the contents without the bulk of the box. I can then use the box for something else. Evelyn says, I love the Scrapmaster scrap organizer. I've got all my scrap paper organized. Patricia says, with the Scrapmaster, I do use more of my scraps. And that really is what it's all about right there, isn't it? It's about you being able to use your stash, you being able to get to it. Some people, you know, some crafters out there, you know, maybe are lucky to be retired or to be able to craft all day, every day. For some people, you know, you only get an hour to craft, maybe a couple of hours. You don't want to spend half an hour looking for your bits, getting them out, half an hour putting it away again. You want to be able to put your hands on it immediately. How often, I always say as well, are you doing something, creating a project, and you say to yourself, oh, that'll do. You know that you've got the perfect ribbon, the perfect bow, the perfect gem, the perfect topper somewhere, but the idea of then going out and trying to find it, you just think, oh, honestly, this will be fine, it will have to do. They will allow you to access all of those different things super quickly and super easily. It's really busy on those already. Let me move on. I want to show you some of the fab file refills that we've got available for you. Now, these are brilliant. You get 5 in each of these. I've got a few different sizes to whiz through for you. I've got the 6x6s here. I've also, over half of those gone, by the way, you're going to need to be quick for those. I've also got the stamp pockets available for you as well, $2.99 or $4.29. I then have the 8x8s as well. Over 40% here now of the 8x8s have already gone, $4.99 or $5.79. And we have the 12x12s available. 30% of these have gone, $5.49 or $6.99 if you want to get your hands on those. You will need to be quick. They are all selling very, very quickly. Now, all the 5 tab pockets. Oh, is that those ones? Or is that those ones? No, I don't think I've got the 5-tab pockets. I will find them. I'll show you a picture of the 5-tab pockets because they are also very, very busy. I'll just give you the details for them. We'll show you them in a little while, actually. I want to move on to something that I love and I know you guys love. We had it on the show not so long ago. It was incredibly busy. When we brought it to you before, we just had the actual die file with the magnetic strips. And I remember Tiffany talking about the panel sleeves that went with these. Well, now what we've actually done is included 5 of the panel sleeves in here for you, which means that you can pop these in, you can take them around. I just think this is such an ingenious way of storing all of your dies so you can get them easily. Think about multi-ordering on this as well and stacking them up. It was very busy when we had it last time. It's been extremely busy in the pre-sales as well today. It's going very, very quickly. Tiffany, this die file with the magnetic strips, people are just going bonkers for this. Why are they?
You know what? This is a no-brainer, again, for die storage, especially when you're working from home, right? Because it's almost like a piece of furniture, Joe. It is very solid construction. It's heavy. When you get it, you're going to be like, wow, this is amazing. It's going to last a long time. And so what you get is the box, and the box comes with the 10 pull-out panels in it. Now, if you are using cube storage from one of those that big Scandinavian store, you are going to be able to put 2 of these in 1 cube, right? You can stack them on top of each other inside the cube. You can also use them on their side inside the cube and then pull your panels in and out this way. So when you get it, you are going to get the panels and they're going to be blank. There's not going to be any magnet strips on them. You're going to get the magnet strips and then you're going to place the magnet strips onto the panels based on the sizes and shapes of the dies that you are going to store on that panel, right? So, common question, why didn't you just give me a whole magnet strip, a whole magnet sheet here? Why am I just getting the strips? 2 reasons. One, as we know, magnets are really heavy, right? So there's the weight of the magnets, first of all, that's going to weigh your system down for no reason. And then the other problem is when you put a magnetic sheet on, it's hard to get the magnet off. So what this strip does is it gives you a little bit of a lip. So it's easy to get your fingernail or easy to get another die underneath your die and pop the die off. So you're not trying to scrape it off that magnet. Well, you'll also notice that our magnets are white on the magnetic side. So they're going to come like this. You're going to peel back the strip. Let's see if I can do it without my glasses on. The black side is the sticky side. You're just going to place it on the board and you're going to stick it down depending, again, on the size and shape of the magnets you want to put on that board. So I'm going to pull a couple panels out over here on the other side from my die file that's actually got dies in it. So we'll scoot over here and push that out of the way. I'm going to pull this to me just so you can see it a little bit better. Maybe I'm going to pull it to me. All right, there we go. So you can see I've got my rotating design board here with my Gemini on top. But as we pull out these panels, the dies, well, I'm going to pull this one out because it's got dies on both sides. So back side, front side. Now with this one, I cut the examples off the packaging because it's almost impossible to see what those say, right? So I took the examples off the packaging. I put a little bit of magnet strip on this laminated example, and now it sticks right on top of the dies, so I know what each one of those dies underneath says. So you're going to get to use both sides of your die panel. Now remember, when you're putting those magnets on, and you can see on this one, I've only used 4 of the panels, right? I've only used 4 of the magnets because of the size of the dies. I didn't need to fill the whole panel. You're getting technically 6 per panel, but you might not need them. And then if you're using smaller dies, you're going to use this more for the smaller dies. Let's look over here. Let's see what else we've got. So I've got another panel here. This one, I've done the same thing with the example sheet, but I also have this little pocket right here that has the coordinating stamps. And I've got the examples here of the different dies and what they look like. So if you wanted to use these as well as examples, cut them off the packaging, and then you can include them in your laminated sheet, so you know exactly what everything looks like when you're working with it, right? It's so hard to tell with dies what they actually are going to look like. Sorry, I'm standing on my tiptoes here to get all these in here. So the die file is a perfect way. Look at all these. Again, I've cut the packaging, right? So these are, you want to know what size each of these is. I cut that right off the Crafter's Companion packaging, and I just added it to my panel. Now, if I was going to travel with this, that is where that panel sleeve comes in. So that's what Joe was showing you earlier. This is a large plastic pocket. I'm going to slide my panel into the pocket. I should have my glasses on, right? But now if I want to travel with those dies, I don't have to, again, pull them out of my collection, put them into something else. Remember where I got them from, put them back, use them, all that stuff. I can just simply put them in the panel sleeve and then take them with me. When I come home, I can just take it out of the panel sleeve and right back into the die file, and everything is organized and back to the way it belongs. The other thing is, if they fall off, right? If they fall off when they're in that panel sleeve, they're not going anywhere, right? They're gonna be. So now I've got this heart. I'm gonna stick it back down on the magnet, and now I'm ready to put this right back into the die file. I need to put this on a rotating design board so I can spin it to me. So literally, you are going to be able to store hundreds of dies if you're using both sides of each panel in your die file holder. It's safe, it's secure. You've got the labeling tabs at the end so you can label with what it is. If you've been taking my Get Organized Challenge class, you're probably working on your die catalog. So this is a perfect way to label, to coordinate your die catalog and have all of your dies together, accessible. And again, you can even take your rotating design board. This is the 12 by 12 rotating design board. Put your Gemini on there. I've got this sitting on the back of it. I'm going to be able to pull that off really easily so I can feed those plates through. But it's a great way to store everything together, right? My mantra, keep things together, you use together. Die cutter, dies, all in one place. Joe, this is an amazing tool, and it is a piece of furniture. It is something that you are going to have in your craft room forever, and it is going to work forever. It's perfect.
Yeah, it really is. So much love for this as well. In the comments, Pamela says, I need like 3 more of these die files. I absolutely love them. Someone was talking in the comments earlier as well, which I think is a great idea. How many of you guys at home have run out of desk space? Well, what you can actually do with this, for people talking about this in the comments, is actually having this like a bin on the floor and having your dies stored on the panels, and then actually just lifting them in and out of this die storage box, which is definitely another way to think about using it. Of course, you can use it on its end, you can stack it up on its side, you can of course stack them on top of each other as well if you want to. This is going to be a way that is absolutely going to revolutionize the way that you store your dies. Remember what you're getting in there. You're getting the actual storage system itself, which is awesome. You're going to get the magnetic strips in there too, which are going to enable you to magnetize those leaves. And we're going to give you these storage, the die-fi panel sleeves too. So if you go to a crop, you go to a workshop, you're traveling with a friend, you're meeting up to craft with someone, you can pop your project panel of dies in there, and you are then good to go and ready to get crafty as soon as you get to your destination. Now, something else that is proving very, very busy. Hang on, I've got to go back to these comments. There's so much love coming in for this particular product. Barbara says, I use my die file for basic shapes. I use the pockets and the magnets for the stamp die combos. Great idea. And Evelyn saying, what a great idea, Tiffany, with the die file on the go in the sleeve. Loads and loads of love for that. It was very busy. The last show I did with Tiffany, we had this, and you guys absolutely loved it. Something else I want to quickly talk to you about is the Totally Tiffany die and stamp organizer bundle. Now this is brilliant because you get lots in here. So you're actually going to get the die and stamp file box. Now this is the perfect box to store dies and stamps, but also to store projects in here too. We're giving you everything you need to store your projects as well. So you're going to get the double-sided sticky tabbed cards, great for things like your acrylic and photopolymer stamps. You are then getting your stamp storage pockets, and you're also going to receive in there the magnetic sheets as well. So whatever you're storing, finished projects, stamps, dies, they will all go in here. This again, Tiffany, hasn't it been, has I should say, been one of the most popular items since we've been bringing these products to Crafters TV. People seem to love this for a whole host of different reasons.
These little boxes, they work for everything. I've got this one, I just pulled it off my shelf real quickly with my dies and stamps in it. So I've got the stamps, dies, instructions all in there. You've also got the sticky die storage cards, which are going to work to hold dies as well in this collection. So it's a great way to organize dies and stamps together, and also things you don't use all the time. If you think about your die file as these are my go-to, these are my alphabets, these are my shapes, these are my envelopes, any of those things that you're constantly using, you're going to load your die files with that, but you're going to need a little more storage to store and organize your dies and stamps by theme or category, and that is where this collection comes in. You're getting the box, you're getting the pockets, you're getting the sticky die storage cards, you're getting the magnets. This is a must-have. If you use dies, you're going to need one of these for each of your themes, sentiments, or categories. It's going to be perfect.
You love those. People
Everything's accessible.
Yeah, very, very busy on this as it always is, Tiffany. Great value as well to get all of that for, what, $14.50 here in the UK, which is awesome. Or $20 if you are stateside. It is awesome. Now, I'm really excited about this next one because I don't recall having them on one of my shows previously, and they are absolutely awesome. I'm going to quickly show you this one. These are even double-sided. I feel like these are like the Dora the Explorer of like craft storage for some reason. They've got these trays that slide in and out. You get 3 different ones in here. So you're going to get the double-sided one, which has 2 separate compartments. You're also going to get the 1.5-inch one. We're talking about the depth here on the side. And then you're also going to get this larger one too. I mean, that larger one is absolutely crammed full of product. You're buying 2. You're getting the 1.5-inch one totally free of charge in this configuration. These seem like the answers to prayers when it comes to storing, Tiffany, all of those kind of fiddly mid-size items.
You know what? They've been out of stock for a while. They're so popular. They are something much like the storage and supply case that people use across the board. What these do, like the storage and supply case, is allow you to create a library of supplies, right? So you can see, this is the double-sided bag, and I have loaded it up with wood stamps. I've labeled down the side, wood stamps on the other side, and now when I need these stamps, I've got them on the shelf, labeled. I'm going to pull off this, if I want to work with travel stamps, I'm going to pull it off the shelf, and now I'm going to be able to open that bag, fold the lid around, pull the stamps out. Now this is what makes this product unique. Normally, if you put your stamps in a vinyl bag, they're all just going to drop into a pile at the bottom. But you've got this handy tray, and that keeps everything organized. It keeps everything going the right direction. It's visible, it's accessible, and again, you're creating that library of supplies, and so it's easy to get to. On the other side, I have 3 wood stamp sets. So these are all the same font. I have uppercase, lowercase, and numbers for this set. Now I want to show you a little trick, a little tip for using these. Whether you're using them for dies or stamps, once you get them all fit into the tray, you want to take a photocopy. I'm not sure you can see that. I'll pull one out that's down here. You want to take a photocopy and put it in the bottom of the tray. And now, as your things shift around or you pull out a variety of letters or whatever you're pulling out, you can see where they go and you can fit them all right back into the right spot. So it's a little bit like a game of Tetris, right? And then down the side, you can see I've just stuck that label to the side of the tray. So it's easy to put in and out of the bag, easy to store, easy on the shelf. So this is the double-sided stamp store and go. You're getting this one. Now you can also use this. It's 1 inch deep. You can use it for all kinds of other things besides just stamps. So let's look at a few other of the bags in this collection. Joe is absolutely right. Look at this. This is an entire collection. I've got stamps and dies and washi tape and paper and accessories. They're all in there. Everything's in there. And again, I've labeled it down the side. So when I put it on my shelf and I'm lining these bags up, I've got that library effect, like books on a shelf of all of the different products that I have. I'm going to move these over here. So that's the 2-inch. Again, it's going to work for all kinds of things. So this is a bag full of office supplies, right? Goes in my husband's motorhome. So when he's on the road, he has glasses, tape, envelopes, stamps, you know, pens, markers, scissors, stapler, all this stuff that you want to contain, but you don't know where to put it. Right here, it's going to fit right on the shelf in the motorhome, but you could use this for anything, even your home office supply. Maybe you have a little workspace in your kitchen that you want to use as little workspace in your kitchen that you want to use for an office. You need to contain all those things. Look at this. I've got my Misty, I've got my stamp scrub. So again, keeping things together, you use together. If you have a stamp platform, that is also going to fit in there. So you can keep all of those tools together. And again, labeled down the side, now it becomes part of my supply library. So anything like that is going to be ideal in these bags. So this is, again, those, I've got the label down the side. I've got those bulky items in here, those things that are hard to store. I've got the instruction booklets that come with it. Everything in its place. Everything is, and I have had these for years. You can see they just hold up, right? This one is full of those really giant punches. Those are different. This is the 2-inch. These are hard to get control of, these big punches, right? Again, labeled down the side, and I'm just going to add it to that library. This one is got an embossing tool, embossing pens, tons of embossing powder. The whole toolkit is ready to go. It's all in one place. When I want to work with this, I'm going to pull it off the shelf, and then I'm going to have that advantage, again, of pulling that tray out of the bag, right? Having everything accessible in the tray. When I'm done with it, put the tray back in the bag, and it all goes right back on the shelf. So if we look at what we've created, it doesn't matter if it's stamps or tools or supplies or punches. Everything is right there. And like my mantra, right? How easy is it to take it off the shelf and put it back on the shelf? Well, I mean, you've seen me as I pull all of these things off. I'm just popping them back onto the shelf. I've got the label sides out. Everything's together. It's all in order. It's easy to see. It's easy to find. And when I'm ready to work with it, it's as simple as reading the labels, just like the label of a book. Everything's back. I mean, I have literally just pulled out everything that I need to craft with and put it all away in just that much time, right? Stamps, punches, tools, they're all going to fit in there, and they're all going to be very accessible. So if you have a craft room, it's awesome because you can pull it off your shelf and bring it right to your workspace like I'm doing. But if you don't have a craft room, it's awesome for that too, because you can pull it off the shelf and take it with you, whether that's the living room, the dining room, or to a crafting event without having to pack and unpack everything. And guess what else, Joe? They all fit in your
lowest toe.
lowest toe. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Talking of the lowest.
Win-win-win.
Talking of the lowest toe, I've got single figures now on the buddy bags with the free lowest toe. If it's in your basket, it's your last opportunity to get your hands on it. I need to let you know, lots of you multi-ordering on these. You get all three in here, remember. So £20.98 if you are in the UK. That becomes £16.78 as a platinum member. £26.48 in the US. £21.18 for our platinum members. Lots of you talking about these and loving them. Barbara says, I use the Fab Files Store Completely card projects. Mariah says, I use the Store and Go bags to store my Dreamies and Sheena art boards. They fit so nicely and that keeps them together. And Yolanda says she is loving all of these organisational tips. This is one that I would definitely recommend you multi-order on. You're going to get so much use out of these for a whole variation of different sizes. And in this configuration, you're getting the 1.5 inch depth one totally free of charge. And that is my favorite price at the end of the day. Right, We're going to move on. This is your, this one is very, very busy. This is your Tiffany Storage card collection with a la carte storage. Now, this is awesome. This folds up to make a really cute little box for you. You're also going to get 4 sets of packets of wallets within here as well in a variation of different sizes. I can see Tiffany has got hers good to go over there.
Right, there's something about cuteness, and this little box has cuteness because it has a little handle on the top, right? So this box is 6 by 12, and those pockets that Joe was showing you are also 6 by 12, and then there are different pocket configurations. So I just grabbed a few of mine out of another kit to kind of show you how they work. So if you are using Kiwi Lane stencils, that is what this was designed for, right? So there's your 12-inch stencils in the 6 by 12 single pocket configuration. You're getting 4 of these pockets. This is also the single pocket configuration. So because it is 6 by 12, it's going to work for any of your 6 by 12 stickers or embellishments or scraps or any of that type of thing. Then you're getting the triple pocket, which is 3 pockets. And you're also getting the a la carte pocket. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Maybe you're only getting the a la carte. Joe might have to correct me. This has double pocket in the 3 pocket configuration. So you can see I've got a stencil in the front pocket and a stencil in the back pocket of each of these. So great way to organize those stencils. But again, stamps, dies, small embellishments, any of that type of thing. So there are the larger stencils there, and that is the 6 by 6 pocket. This is the split pocket design. The other thing that this box works really great for are thickers. So if you are somebody who loves working with thickers, but you hate storing them, this is a perfect box for storing them. Now, once you've opened your thickers, you are going to want to move them into the big single pocket, right? So that is going to protect the edges and corners. It's going to keep your thickers from getting stuck on other thickers. So you want to use that big pocket for that once those are open. But you're going to find in this box that you have everything that you need to organize all kinds of great things, but especially your Kiwi Lane stencils. If you're using any kind of template or smaller stencil, you're going to find a pocket in this collection that is going to work great for those as well. And then again, that 6 by 12 pocket is perfect for any of your bigger stamps or, stickers or embellishments. And you get the handy dandy box with the carry handle, all as part of that collection. Joe, this is something, again, it's been out of stock for a long time. I noticed on this morning that there was a lot of people talking about this online. It's just a great, simple storage solution.
Absolutely, it is. And the great thing about it is that it's not going to break the bank either. It is amazing value for money. Once again, $19.96, $23.96 in the US. Let me just show you a visual representation of what the pockets are that you're going to receive in here. So you're going to get 5 of each of these. So you can see there the different sizes that you are getting. They will all fit into that box, which is awesome. I love it because it's a bit of a different shape. If you've got a lot of sort of DL size cards that you make and those kind of things, absolutely they're going to fit in there beautifully. It is really, really busy. We're about to have our first sellouts of the show. What I want you to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity just to get your baskets checked out, because I would hate for you to be watching the show and miss out on anything. So whilst you check your baskets out, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1,500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire, unlocking those amazing discounts for you now. We have waited what feels like an eternity to have this back in stock. It was the product that we launched Totally Tiffany with here on Crafters TV, and you guys lost your crafty minds for it. It is incredible. It will revolutionize the way that you store a whole host of different things. And it really is like the most legendary of all of the Totally Tiffany products. So it's incredible to have it back for you. It's incredible to be able to bring it to you at that incredible price there. $109.99, meaning Club Inspire Platinum members will save what, another £22 off of that? $119.99 in the US. Again, you can use that Club Inspire discount on top of there should you wish. Now, if you want to get accessories to go with this, you need to be clicking that Shop the Show button and have a look at everything that is there on the website for this, because there is lots and lots of added bits that I know you are going to want to add. Tiffany, the scrap rack, really, I mean, probably the most, well, this and the buddy bag surely is like the most legendary of all the products you carry, isn't it?
You know what, this is our flagship product, right? This is the thing, when people think about Totally Tiffany, they think of us as, when they shop with us, they're shopping for solutions, and this is the solution for crafting storage. This puts everything at your fingertips, makes everything easy to get to, easy to take out, easy to put away, and I teach all these free classes on how to use it and how to really maximize the value. But you are literally going to get everything at your fingertips as you're working with the scrap rack. So what is it? It is this metal base right here, as you saw on the box that Joe showed. It has a commercial grade of a hook and loop fabric that is both riveted down, and also it has adhesive underneath it to hold it down. It has the wings on the side. I'm going to pull this wing off so you can see what that side looks like. I'm going to spin it a little bit there. So you got this nice angle on your desktop, right? So you can actually, everything's at an angle, so it's easy to get to. Let me pop this wing back on here. And then each of the sections, each of the 3-ring sections, they're called spinders, and they are hooked on to that base unit using that hook and loop fabric. So very secure, very tight. And what are you going to put in here? Absolutely everything. So let's take a quick look through. Now, you're going to get the scrap rack, and then you need to choose your pages and dividers. And when Joe was saying shop the show, that is what you need to look for. The dividers are this piece here. They come in sets of 5. I use my shut your flat tabs to label my dividers so I can move the labels around easily. But anything that's a standard 3-hole punch is going to fit on here. So in this first section, alphabets and numbers, I have everything that's alphanumeric and or has to do with writing words on my project. So I have my title guides from We Are Memory Keepers. They're right there in the front. I've got my chipboard letters in different sizes. And now you're going to see all of these different pocket sizes are available on the website. And again, when Joe was saying shop the show, you're going to choose those pocket sizes based on what type of supplies you have. So I've got stickers, I've got unmounted stamps. You could use our magnetic sheets and add your dies. But in this first section, everything that's alphanumeric is right there. It's easy for me to find, easy for me to get to. Your second section are themes and sentiments. So if you want to work on something, let's say a birthday card, you can go right to your birthday section and look what you're going to see. You're going to see embossing folders and glitter and confetti and stamps and dies and all of those things right there in front of you. You don't have to guess, what do I have for birthday or where is it? You're going to flip to your birthday section just like I'm doing here, and you're going to see everything, right? One of my favorite things is travel. I've got all my travel things, and then they're separated. This is road trip. This is Hawaii. This is Las Vegas. But when I go to work on a travel project, maybe it's a Bon Voyage card. Maybe it's have a nice trip. Maybe it's a trip. Maybe it's scrapbook pages of a trip. Maybe I'm doing a shadow box for my house about a trip. But I can see everything. Now, this is the flip and storage page. This is one of my favorite ones. Again, shop the show. You'll see this. These each section flips. So I've got all the bits and pieces that I bought to do my road trip album right here, and I can see all of them just by flipping through. I've got all of those things together. Again, my mantra today, keep things together you use together, right? Next section is holiday and seasons. You're going to work on Halloween pages, Halloween cards, Halloween goodie bags, whatever it is. You're going to find everything you have for that theme holiday or event right here. Last but not least, we get to that rainbow section. How many of you have ever thought, oh, I need a red brad, I need a red flower, and then you have to remember where you put it? Now you're just going to flip to your rainbow section, and you're going to see everything you've got in whatever theme, category, or color that is, right? The other thing about this, by grouping your supplies this way, you're going to use more of them, because you might have thought, oh, I want a blue flower, but when you get to the blue and green section, you see that you also have bling, or you have tiles, or you have brads. So you're going to remember that so much more easily. You can put your bigger scraps in there, bigger specialty papers in there. You can see I've got some blue fabric in here. There's my scrap section in the blue and green section. So now when I'm looking for a scrap, it's fast and it's easy for me to flip to the section that I want to work with and find exactly what it is that I need, right? Again, any of your holiday things, you look at all the different variety of things that are in each pocket. One of the common questions, how many things can I put in a pocket? You can put 5 to 7 things in each pocket. Put some things in facing forward, some things in facing backward, and that way when you turn the page, you'll see things from both directions, right? So it makes it so simple and so easy. So what you need to do, you need to start with the scrap rack base that Joe showed you, again, in the Shop This Show, and then you're going to want to pick out your pages and dividers. So these are the divider tabs right here. They come in sets of 5 or sets of 15. You're going to need the 15, so you might as well start there. And then you're going to pick out your page sizes. So whether you want the 12 by 12 page, or you want the 6 by 6 page, or the which is this guy, the Fabulous 4, or the 4 by 6 page, depending on the types of supplies that you use, you're going to find a use for all of the different page designs, honestly. So this is that 6 by 6 or 4 by 6 page, also great for photos. So if you're organizing by layout, that's a great tool to use for that. The 5 by 7, so this has 5 by 7 pockets going in different directions. All of these are on the Shop This Show page along with the scrap rack base itself. This page here is called the embellishment storage page. It's a little bit heavier duty. It has gusseted pockets with a locking tab, so it makes it easy to lock those down. So if you have something big and bulky, you can put the locking tab closed on that. So that is also there on the Shop This Show page. You are getting 7 spinders with the Scrap Rack Basic, right? So you are literally going to have 7 notebooks, 7 binders worth of stuff at your fingertips. And each of those 3 ring sections, we call them spinders, is going to hold 20 to 30 pages, depending on how fully loaded they are. So go to the Shop This Show, get your scrap rack base, and then start choosing the pages and dividers that you're going to need to put all of your scrapbooking supplies at your fingertips. And you will love how fast and easy it is to create cards or pages, anything that you need right there in front of you. It is the ultimate job.
Absolutely, it is amazing. And the great thing is what we've done is bought you the scrap rack at an amazing price. So you can go and find the pages, select the pages which you think work best for you. What works best for your stash, for your scraps. We've made that very easy for you to do. $109.99 or $119.99 gets you the scrap rack and the spinder, so you can start to build that awesome storage solution, which enables you just to find so many elements of your stash so quickly and so easily. Don't miss out on it. It's something that has been out of stock for such a long time. I'm so glad we've been able to get it back. Right. a few of you didn't check out your baskets on the buddy bag. So what happens is after a little while, we just sort of push the stock back in. So it had sold out, however, it's bounced back. So if there was a few of you, I mean, handfuls, well, I've got 7 of them to go around. So if you tried to get it and failed, it said it had sold out. In fact, no, there's 2 now. There's 2 available right now for you, the 10 buddy bags and the lowest tote, getting the lowest tote for free. Once it sells out, we'll still bring you the buddy bags. We will not be bringing you that free lowest tote. So do not miss out on that. It really is an incredible offer. So snap it up whilst we have it. We're going to have to go back to these because they are so busy. It is the storage and supply cases that we've got for you. I don't remember seeing this configuration before. You're going to get the 2 drawer in here, along with so you get the 2 drawer, you get the 4 drawer, and you're going to get the 6 drawer in there too. They are brilliant for so many different things. Yes, in your craft room, they're awesome. As drawer organizers, Tiffany was saying, in the car, they work fantastically too. You can get these £28 or $32 for Platinum members. So many of you have multi-ordered on these since the start of this show that we're going to go back to them and have a second look. These just seem to get more and more popular every time we showcase them, Tiffany.
You know what, they really are a solution for so many things. And what happens is you get one set of them into your craft room, and then you think, oh, I need another 6 drawer, or I need 2 more 4 drawers or whatever. And so they're a staple. They're like buddy bags. They are a staple in your craft supply organization and a staple around your home as well. So what I wanted to show you, something we didn't talk about earlier, is the drawer configuration. So this is the 2 drawer bag, right? I've got the 2 drawers in here. I just want to pull out one of those drawers. And then I just want to show you, I've taken 3 drawers out of the 3 drawer configuration. I just want to show you how those fit in so that you can do that mix and match to customize your bags to be exactly what you need. So whether you need 3 drawers and a 2 drawer, or if you wanted to swap out and use we've got the 4 drawer as well, right? You can pop those 2 drawers from the 4 drawer in. You can pull out that second 2 drawer and you can put the 3 drawers in. So really just a great way to mix and match. So depending on what you're trying to store, and remember, we're keeping things together that we use together. So you might want to mix in washi tape or dies and stamps and tools or that type of thing. All of them are going to work. So let's take a quick look, now that I've scrambled up all my drawers here, let's take a quick look at all the ways, or all the different ways that you can use these and all the different things that you can store in them. You can see now, I've got my sample cases here with the drawers in. So this, I've got the 2 drawer and, this is 2 drawer and 4 drawer. I've got 2 drawer and 6 drawer scrambled up here. I've got 4 drawer and 6 drawer scrambled up in here. And I'm gonna move to the fun stuff. So let's just start pulling them off the shelf and you'll see all the things. So these are the tools and supplies for my button press. This is a 2 drawer, right? Tools and supplies, everything I need. So if I'm gonna work with a button press, I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna pull out this drawer, and I'm gonna have all the different things that I need at my fingertips. And when I'm done with it, I'm just gonna put the drawer back. Oh, I'm gonna leave it stacked up. Watch this. Let's stack up some stuff here. Now I've got well, this isn't really a craft supply, but you can see where I've scrambled together the drawers, the 4 drawer and the 3 drawer, or the 6 drawer. Perfect for battery storage, right? Now this can go in the drawer in your desk. It can go on the shelf in your closet. It can go into a cabinet in your kitchen or in your office. Batteries are one of those things that we're all constantly sort of fishing about for. Where are they? How do I get to them? Now this one, I've got this 6 drawer, and I'm really kind of showing you a variety of the different things that you can put in that 6 drawer storage. Now remember, you can stack 3 or 4 of these on top of each other and create that little drawer system, especially once they're labeled, right? So label the front of your drawers. Here's the 4 drawer. Now this one, again, has a variety of supplies in it. So I've got this jewelry making kit in the top 2 drawers, and then I've got some distressing things in the bottom 2 drawers. Whatever you want to work with, super simple, super easy. I don't think I talked about the fact that there are labeling tabs on the side. One other thing you may not have noticed is that I am just pulling them off the shelf by this side handle. So whether you put them on the shelf vertically or horizontally, you've got a handle to pull them on and off the shelf quickly and easily. So of course, this is the love of my life, washi tape, right, in that 6th drawer. I'm going to stack that up. Here we go. I need to share this with you too. In the 2 drawer, you can add the pockets, right, and the magnet to that. So if you want to store dies and stamps in there with special tools or special paper, you can use those pockets for dies and stamps. I think I showed you the pockets last time using the foil, storing foil. I'll show you that again in just a minute. I think I velcroed myself together here. There we go. So again, I'm just building that little storage tower. Cords and cables, right? Much like batteries. These are things that just are random all around the house. Again, all in one nice, neat bundle, especially if you travel, if you're a motorhome traveler. Oh, here's the rest of my button press, right? So now I've got, that was the large tools. These are the small and medium tools. I can add those to my tower, especially if I'm working with button press. Easy to pull them in and out. Just need to label the front of those drawers, and I am good to go with that. More washi tape, foil quill. Again, I've got the foils stored in the pockets, right? You can add those to your cart. They're in Shop the Show today. Got that pile. What do we have here? Oh, all those punches. Again, punches are heavy and bulky. Organize them by size and shape or theme. Maybe you have all your flowers together. And I've got them here. And so you can just see, I'm just creating this totally workable space of all of these supplies. By stacking them up, I've created this drawer system. And you're going to love it. The other thing you can do with them is you can put them back on your shelf as drawers, right? So maybe you have a drawer, maybe you have a shelf that you want to have access to those things, and instead of putting them standing up vertically, now you've got them on the shelf where everything's accessible, and all you need to do is add those labels to the front of each of your drawers. So everything is right in front of you. Again, very accessible. I'm going to put my button press stuff together here. I need to get some labels on my drawers. I'm so excited about this. This is kind of a newer idea of stacking these up. And they really, I've been testing them, and really you can go 3 or 4 with them. But now look at that. Look at that space on my shelf. The other thing about it is I can move them around. So if I had one that was loaded with sewing, like a tower of them loaded with sewing, I could put that with my sewing stuff. If I have just dies and stamps that are all together, that's going to go with dies and stamps. General crafting, all of those things, wherever I need them on the shelf, or something as simple as this where I'm looking at all of them grouped together. But think about it, Joe. How much easier would it be to access all of these things when they're right out on the shelf, as opposed to having to dig and search for them through drawers and cabinets and all of that stuff? It's just so simple.
Absolutely, it is, and it's so busy on these. You guys absolutely love them. You love them when we launched them. You love them now. A lot of you multi-ordering on these again. The great thing is about them, you get the 2 drawer, the 4 drawer, and you get the 6 drawer in here as well. Lots of you in the comments talking about a whole host of different things. Some people talking about moving the inner parts and using those separately in the drawers. There's so many different ways that you can use these. The brilliant thing is, or the main thing is, that you get your hands on them because they are going very, very quickly. £28 or $32 for Club Inspire Platinum members. They are really going to help you to organise all of your stash, or not just your stash, you know, in the car, in the garage, all over the house. They are going to absolutely help you. I think for traveling, I think as bathroom organisers, they're going to be fantastic too. I need to give you an update. The lowest tote with the buddy bags has totally sold out and gone. So if it's in your basket, please remove it, is what I would say. So you do need to remove that from your basket. Now, I'm going to remind you about the 2 brand new items. Now, the storage and supply cases, you absolutely love these, but now what I've got for you are these. They are brand new. It is the paper taker, the A4 or 8.5 by 11 inch paper taker with the 8 drawer storage and supply case. Incredibly busy on this, brand new today. First time you've had an opportunity to get your hands on these. Brilliant price again, £22 or $24 and change for Club Inspire Platinum members. Do grab them. How many of you have got loads of 8.5 by 11 paper around? This is great. Maybe you're going to go for a few of these. You're going to put all of your mirror card in one. You're going to put all of your pattern card stocks in another one. If you love brushes, you are absolutely going to love using this. Maybe you've got blending tools that you're going to store in there. Maybe it's washi tape. There are so many different ways. Maybe it's small jars of ink that you want to pop into here. Loads of different things you can use these for. They're still strong, they're robust, they're durable, just like the rest of the Totally Tiffany range. You are going to absolutely adore them. Do grab them brand new today, which is absolutely awesome. Right, I believe we are going back to Tiffany. Tiffany, brand new today. I think we're going to break the internet at this rate with how busy this new item is. People are absolutely loving these.
You know, Joe, these are a popular demand item, these 2 new pieces. So when we introduced the storage and supply cases, people fell in love with them immediately. They sold, I think the first load of them sold out in less than 2 weeks. But they said, we want more. We love these. Can you do it in this size? Can you do it in this shape? And that is why these 2 things came into being, right? So the paper taker, 8.5 by 11 A4, you already talked a little bit about that. I'm just going to show you a couple of uses for that. So again, bulky tools, perfect for this, right? Anything that has some bulk, that's not flat, that's difficult to store, is going to be perfect inside this paper taker. So don't let the name fool you, because it's going to work for a variety of different things. Magazine collection, large stamps, those are all going to fit in here as well, right? So you've got those magazines, whether they're the US and a little bit shorter or the UK and a little bit longer, they're both going to fit in there without a problem. So you can see the 2 different heights of the magazines there. If I can get this, sorry, I need to back up. So the 2 different sizes of magazines. And then you get those large stamp sets as well. Those are going to fit in. Those are kind of a challenge to store, but they often come with the magazines. And then again, you've got the A4 8.5 by 11 paper, obviously sort of what this was designed for, but you can put, you know, hundreds of sheets of paper, and then just rolling back the lid on that, you've got access to it. So whether it's sitting on your desk or standing on your desk, or it's inside your lowest tote and you're able to pull that paper in and out from the top down while you've got that in the lowest tote next to you. Look at that. I mean, just look at this huge stack of paper that's in there. Everything that you're going to need while you're working, and then again, close it up and take it with you. So it's super simple, super easy to work with. So that is the A4 8.5 by 11. And then our other new one is the 8 drawer. Now, the 8 drawer is significantly shallower than the other one. So you cannot mix and match in the 8 drawers because they're short and narrow drawers. So let's look at the things that you're going to be able to store in your 8 drawer though, because they're going to be amazed at the number of different objects, items that are going to go in there. So Joe was mentioning your distressing tools, right? So those are messy things. You've got your brushes, you've got your finger daubers, all of those things are in here. My water brushes, they're all in there. Really easy to get to, and there's a little bit of extra room when you're putting short things into those drawers. So you can also add your paper, your book, whatever it is, that your instructions to the back of that pocket, because you've got a little bit of extra space in there with that. Same thing here. I've got paintbrushes. You do a paint by number book in the back, but everything is compact and easy. Oh, and what did I forget to mention? You can do the same thing. Roll back the lid, and I can move this now right into my stack here. It's perfect on this shelf, actually, with that little short one, right? What was this born to organize, though? It was born to organize your small ink pads, right? So if you have the square ink pads, the round ink dots, the teardrop size inks, these are chalks. Chameleon markers are difficult to store. And there we have our small wood-mounted stamps as well. So you've got some depth in here that you can fill up with your ink pads. And if you're not putting something high in like your ink pads, you've got that extra space then in the back. So again, I'm going to roll back the lid of this and expose those drawer fronts. All I need to do is add some labels, and then I'm just going to add them right to my stack right here on my shelf. So as I take this over here, I'm going to be able to put it right up on the shelf. And now I've just increased, look at that. What do I always say? Left to right, top to bottom, back to front. You want to maximize your space. So even leaving those open on the shelf is going to give you that maximum space, maximum accessibility. Now, if you can't leave them open on your shelf, all you're going to do is close them up and stand them up vertically, as we've done with everything else, so that you can pull them off and on your shelf using the handle. Same idea, just a couple of different configurations. So whether you have the space to leave them open and up so you can access them, or you always travel with them, that's one of the beautiful things about this whole brand, right? All the products are designed for working in different ways. Always at home, traveling, doing both. You're going to find Totally Tiffany products, and specifically the storage and supply cases, meet all of those needs while you're traveling. So I don't know about you, Joe, but when I travel with my supplies, I want to be able to travel with them the same way they're organized at home. I don't want to spend a bunch of time gathering, packing, unpacking, and putting them away. This solves that problem.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. And I know we've spoken about it, whether you're leaving them open in your craft room, whether they are going to be the entirety of your stash. When you want to move these around, you can. If you want to put them in your lowest tote, you can do that as well. You've got so many options in both of the storage and supply cases and in the new paper taker and the new 8-compartment storage supply case as well. £27.88 if you're in the UK, $30.58 if you're in the US. As a platinum member, it drops down to $22.30 or $24.46. It is brand new. It's the first chance you've had a chance to get your hands on this. I know how much you guys loved the storage and supply cases, so I'm not surprised to hear how incredibly busy it is on this new item. If you've been looking for a way to store A4, this really is your way. I know we brought you a lot of stuff to store 12 by 12 before, but A4 not so much. This is now your opportunity. You can store it by brand, you can store it by finish, you can store it by color. You're going to have so much fun reorganizing all of that stash. And the great thing is that you're going to maximize the amount of time that you have to craft, because you know that as soon as you go into that craft room, you are ready to go. Now, we have a selection of buddy bags for you. Some buddy bags that weren't in the earlier deal, and we're going to kick off with one that wasn't in the earlier deal. It is actually the newest of all the ladies, I believe, and it is our Sarah buddy bag. It's $5.99 or $7.99 if you want to grab a hold of this. It was out of stock for a long time after it launched, and it's perfect for lots of different things, and this is ready to go. Tiffany, the Sarah buddy bag, I mean, these have been flying off the shelf like hotcakes. We cannot keep these in stock. Why do people love these?
You know what? People love this because it's portable, it's visible, it's lightweight, all of those things. It keeps your tri-blend markers accessible as well. I'm just going to open this up. And you can see you get this nice staggered effect. There's a little insert that comes with this. It goes in the bottom of the bag, and you get this nice staggered effect, so it's really easy to pull out the marker that you want to work with, right? When you're using them, you can lay them flat to access them, but you can also stand up your Sarah buddy bag to access those markers. One of the things people ask me a lot about marker storage is, I'm looking at your buddy bag and I see that it's standing up, but my manufacturer says I need to store my markers flat. So all you have to do that is, rather than store your Sarah buddy bag standing up, you can store it on its side this way, or you can store it on its back this way, and now your markers are stored nice and flat. So you see me pulling them on and off my shelf. I keep my Sarah bag stored flat like this up on my top shelf because it's a skinny bag and it fits nice on that side. So you can fit the whole of your markers in there and then store it right on your shelf.
Awesome. $5.99 or $7.
Let's talk about Monica. We have so many great buddy bags. Okay, Monica is ideal for getting your photos organized for an album, right? Your 4x6 photos. So getting those organized and coordinated for an album is perfect for that. So I've got here, I've used my shut your flap tabs, but she's also ideal for things like embossing folders. So anything that we're working with that's a 4x6 size, it's going to fit perfectly in there. So if you're looking for a great way to store embossing folders, Monica is your girl. Super easy to use, and again, easy to access. Okay, one of our best buddy bags ever, Edna. Why does everyone love Edna? She's so versatile. One of the reasons people love Edna, distress inks, right? Look at that. You can get a tower of 18 or 19 distress inks in your Monica buddy bag. I made a little cheat sheet over here to show what all the colors were for my inks that are in this bag. But again, you can store them vertically, you can store it horizontally, just by rotating the position of the ink pads in the bag. So if you twist them this way, then you can store it flat. Sorry, I have to take some out because it'll hold so many, and I don't want to get ink all over my fingers. So also, you want to go flat with your ink pads, there it is. Or if you want your ink pads upside down, there it is. You've got that stored that way. So Edna is super versatile. I'm sorry, who should we talk about next? Let's see, let's talk about Gail. She's such a nice girl. All right, Gail, look at the variety of things. So your small paint bottles, maybe you need to have a little refreshing beverage while you're crafting. That's going to fit in there. Ink pads. So these classic oval ink pad, I have got 12 of them in the Gail bag. One of my favorite uses for Gail is just for my tape runners, my adhesive runners, right? I can fold back the lid and I can pull them in and out as I'm using them. You can see I've drawn on some, I've written on some. Are they permanent? Are they repositionable? So I know what they are, but just a great way to store them. Now, one of the really cool things about buddy bags is if you roll back the flaps on them, and this is for almost any of them, depending on the depth of your drawers, you can roll back the flaps, stack them all up together inside a drawer. And now you've got all of those things in your drawer. They're all organized. They're all accessible, right? You can pull out that paint. You can pull out that adhesive runner. You can pull out that ink pad. But when you want to travel with them or put them somewhere else, you can just close up that bag and they're ready to go. Okay, let's see. Who's one of my favorite girls also? Shelly. You know why I love Shelly so much? Because Shelly was designed for washi tape, right? You know, I'm a junkie for washi tape. So washi tape by theme. This is all Christmas washi tape. But also 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 of my teardrop ink pads are going to fit in there. I can see all the colors, right? I can, because the bags are clear. Barrel ribbon, right? This is a problem. If you have barrel ribbon in your wrapping collection, they bounce all over the place. You can use your Shelly bag like a dispenser and just pull that ribbon out, cut off what you need, and it all stays neat and tidy inside the Shelly bag. And then last but not least, we are always talking about how versatile buddy bags are for other things. So this is my little stash. Well, it's not mine. It's my husband's little stash of golf balls. I'm just going to tell you right now, he stole that pink tea from me. That is not his normal, in his normal tea collection. So that is Shelly. And let's see, who should we talk about next? Merle, where are you? Merle is Edna's twin sister, right? Merle and Edna are basically the same size and the same shape. The difference between the two of them is this little flap at the end. So if you're putting something small in there, so I've got 30 glitter glues in here, right? I've closed up the end flaps. They can't get out. I can travel with Merle, right? There's those end flaps. Merle is perfect for ribbon as well, as is Edna. They're both the same size, but again, you've got those end flaps to close up if you need to seal something smaller in there. So specifically, if you're putting scissors or seam turners or other small sewing tools into your Merle bag, that is where those end flaps are really going to be valuable. Anything small that's going to stay contained inside the Merle bag. You're going to love her. Deborah is my next girl here, and Deborah was designed as our very first buddy bag for marker storage, pencils, any of those kind of things. And again, now Deborah has this unique feature in that you can roll back her lid and stick it to the back there, and now you can access your pencils or your markers or your distressing brushes right there. Those are all, that's Deborah. All of those are good Deborahs, right? Yeah. Irene is my next girl, and Irene is an interesting girl because she has 2 strips of loop fabric, and that allows you to get 2 completely different dimensions when you look at her. So this is the same bag. I've used the top piece of loop fabric here, and so I've got my spritzes and sprays in there. Top loop. In this one, I've got 16 ink pads. These are the Powder Puff ink pads. I've got 16 of them in there. I've used the bottom piece of loop fabric for those to hold them in. And again, if I'm working with them, I can just fold back the flap here, tip that on the side, and have access to all of those ink pads, or store it flat or store it upside down, depending on your manufacturer instructions, right? So if you want to store it flat this way, so your ink pads are upside down, you can totally do that. All right, let's put Irene away, and let's meet Dawn. What can Dawn do? Dawn, okay, for those of you that are in the UK, Dawn is the perfect size for tea bags, okay? So there's 4 containers inside of the Dawn bag. This one happens to be loaded up with Band-Aids. This goes in the first aid drawer in my bathroom. So I've got all these weird Band-Aid shapes. I put them in a Dawn bag so they would stay separate, so I would know which was which. And I guess this is also the Dawn bag, and she is loaded up with these little packs of buttons and embellishments. So so each of the bags is great for crafting, but don't get stuck just thinking about crafting. Like the Dawn bag, they're going to go everywhere. So Brandy is my favorite tall, thin girl, right? I am a ruler junkie, and that is what Brandy was designed for. So Brandy is long enough to hold those 12-inch rulers, and she opens at the top. Again, if she's in your tote, you're just going to roll back the top, and now you're going to have access to all of those different rulers. I've got ribbon rulers, I've got centering rulers, I've got border rulers. They're all right here at my fingertips in the Brandy bag. If you've seen some other presentations, you know that Brandy is also great for paintbrushes in the garage. Okay, Stephanie is one of our newest girls, so everyone loves Stephanie. Stephanie is going to hold your ink pads. So what do you get unique with Stephanie? Well, the first thing I want to show you is it looks like the boxes inside Stephanie are backward because this is the flap, right? The reason they're in backward is because if you put the boxes in going the other way, what you would think was the correct way, it's going to cover up the Velcro is going to cover up the top colors of ink. So you want to put your ink pad, your boxes in backwards. They have the finger hole in the top. That's going to allow you to keep your ink pads stored flat. Again, if your manufacturer is saying that you should store them upside down, just put your ink pads in those boxes upside down. You can see that on these 2 groups of ink pads here, I've used the stickers that come with the Stephanie bag, and I inked up the sticker. So one of the things about ink pads is, even though the manufacturer will show you what the color is on the top of the ink pad, it's not always true, right? So this is the true color because that's actually the ink. So when you get your Stephanie bag, you are also getting, with the Stephanie bag, 30 of those little paper stickers that you can add to the front of your ink pads. I haven't done it on this side yet, but as I open and use the ink pads, that is when I'm going to add those stickers to the front of the ink pads. So the Stephanie Buddy Bag is going to come with the 4 boxes on the inside, and she is great for ink pads. She also works well for paint. I thought I might have one loaded with paint in my stash here, but I don't have it with me. So Stephanie's a great bag for that. Leanne is our big girl, and she was designed to hold the big, bulky stuff. So this is all of the things for silk screening, right? I've got my tools, I've got my paste, I've got my sponges. They're all just packed into Leanne. She's also a little more bulky, beefy gal with that heavy duty box on the inside. So even things like these heavy duty punches and punch handles are going to fit in the Leanne bag as well. So she's kind of your catch-all. She's going to hold tools, supplies, that type of thing. Anything that doesn't really have a home anywhere else is going to fit into your Leanne bag. And then we have, of course, Denise. Where did she go? She's a big gal, and she's loaded with markers. There she is. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that make you want to color, right? You see all of those colors, all of those markers. And then inside Denise, there are 3 boxes. And that is why when you open her up and start pulling markers out to use them, that the rest of the markers don't spill over into a big heap. Because there's 3 sections, and that keeps everything standing up. So you have that maximum use and maximum accessibility, but you're not limited by segments, right? So if you've got a bag that has a bunch of segments in it and you want to add a color, you have to rearrange all the other colors to fit it in. Again, if you want to store them flat, you're just going to tip your bag over this way. It's going to store flat. You're going to be able to travel with it. And when you use it, you're going to tip it up this way, open that lid, and have access to all of those pens and markers in that one piece bag.
Awesome. I mean, there's more buddy bags than you can shake a pokey tool out there. So many for you to choose from. I'm going to just quickly whiz you back through the pricing and all of those that are available too. Very busy on the Sara, as it always is, because so many of you, of course, out there have, of course, got all of your tri-blend markers. They're going to go beautifully in there for you. So if you want to grab the Sara buddy bag, I'll just give you the details for that. Here they come. There it is, $5.99 or $7.99. The next one is Monica. We have that available for you right now at the moment. You saw it used for a whole host of different things. $5.99 or $7.99 if you want to go for Monica. Edna. Oh, she loves an ink pad. You can see here, if you want to go for the Edna, $5.99 or $7.99. Gail is let me tell you, Gail is a mucky lady in our house. Look, she's had an accident, I think. Honestly, she's made a mess everywhere. If you want to go for Gail, absolutely you can. $5.99 or $7.99. The next one we've got for you is Shelley. So if you want to use Shelley, we're using Shelley here for our gilding waxes. You can $5.99 or $7.99. I don't remember having this many buddy bags in stock, by the way. Merle is the next one that we've got just here. Merle. She got side flaps as well, as you can see, which is awesome. $5.99 or $7.99 if you want to grab that one. Deborah, the original marker lady, she's also got side flaps as well, as you can see, which is fantastic. If you want to go for this one, $5.99 or $7.99, which is fantastic. I'm putting all of these in the lowest, by the way, as we go. Which one here? We've got Irene. She's got high flap and low flap, which is awesome. And Irene's got all our explosion powders in at the moment here in the studio. She can go in there. We've also got Dawn. She's got separate compartments as well, which is fantastic. Again, if Dawn has got the high and low flap too. $4.99 or $7.99 if you want to go for Dawn. She's tall, she's long, she's leggy, she's gorgeous. It's Brandy, which is brilliant. Wonderful for all of your rulers. And she also has side flaps as well. We're going to go there with Brandy. We've also got Stephanie available for you. I love Stephanie. You've got all of your different compartments in there. Yes, you can do ink pads. You can do so many other things in there too. Now, Leanne, which is this one just here. She is beefy and bulky, as Tiffany said. And you can get so many different things in there. Oh, hang on. She also has side flaps as well. Let's pop Leanne into here. Have I got room in here? I think I'm going to get all of these in here. I'm saving a big girl to the end, so I'm just trying to make a little bit more room. 1 second. I do want to get them all in here. It brings me serious amounts of joy when I can get all of them in the one lowest tote. So how many was that so far? I'm 13. Denise is 13. Denise is a big girl, so she's not going in today. But you can see all of those incredible body bags that you've got there. We've got so many of them in stock at the moment. I reckon, do you know what? No, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. Because I just spotted a gap. Sorry. There we go. Brilliant. You can go there. Sarah can come out of there. She can go there, and then Brandy can. She's just such a slim girl. She's going to go in there, and boom, we are in there. All of those can store in your lowest. You're going to have to wait for it to come back in stock now, of course. Right, next up. Oh, you guys are loving this. It is, of course, the Scrapmaster. It's brilliant. These fold out. Not only are you going to get 5 Scrapmasters, you're going to get 15 of the stamp storage pockets within here as well, which is fantastic. Scrapmaster Tiffany, so busy this evening in our show today. You got everyone at home loving it. $25.99 and $34.99. This is just so great, isn't it, for bits? How many people have their bits? How many people have their bits in kind of A4 boxes, you know, those little sort of slidey open boxes? You can never get to anything. You don't know where anything is. With these, no matter what kind of size of embellishments or toppers you've got, it's all going to go in here, isn't it, Tiffany? $25.99 or $34.99 if you want to go for these ones. I was just saying, Tiffany, how many people have all of these kind of things stored in just A4 file boxes or, you know, with a lid on top, and they just throw everything in. They haven't a clue where anything is. This surely has got to be a much better solution.
You know what? The Scrapmaster is awesome. You're getting 5 of them. They work like a file folder. So you've got those gusseted pockets on the inside. You've got a big slash pocket on the inside. Now, these were designed for storing scraps, right? It took me a while to design it. I thought no one really needs that. And now that we have it, I love them and I use them for so many different things. So I'm going to show you. Here it is, first of all, as just with scraps. So these are all my blue scraps. I've got different sizes and shapes. I've used the large pockets on the back and front for that as well. So super easy, super accessible. I'm going to group this right in my paper storage boxes. So this is going to fit in your cardboard paper storage boxes, in your 12 by 12 fab file, in your paper handlers to organize your scraps right with your paper. Okay, so there it is just in the color version. Then you are also getting in this bundle 15 of these handy dandy little pockets, and those are going to be great not only for scraps if you're using them with your Scrapmaster as a Scrapmaster, but I've used them in my travel. So this is all of the travel supplies, and in this front top pocket that really gussets out, what I've done is I have loaded my pockets by theme, right? Or so these are the London products. This is from Japan. Some are die cuts. This one is Canada. So you've got those little pockets, and you're going to be able to segment out different supplies, photographs, pre-plan, any of those things, and then they're going to fit right into that top pocket. And again, I've got all 5 of them in there. You could also put them into the lower gusseted pocket as well. So not only for scraps, but this is an entire theme of embellishment. So whether you're using it for scrapbooking or card making, whatever it is, you're going to get a full theme in there. This is Thanksgiving. This is a whole collection of Thanksgiving. I've got the paper and the stickers, and I've even got the page layout examples that came from the manufacturer. So this is a whole kit ready to go. I'm going to store it on my paper cart with my paper handlers in my holiday section. I'm going to be able to find everything when I need it. Scraps again, football, but I've also put some of the other little embellishments and things that I have for football in here. So this whole category is in one bundle, one folder. It's ready to go. Now this is what I love. This is going to show you the full capacity of this Scrapmaster. Look at this. I've got literally dozens of embellishments on this side. I've got all of the paper that coordinate in the middle, and then I've got my big thicker stickers on the back. So the Scrapmaster's perfect for scraps, but great for project planning, collections, doing anything where you want to group all of those things together. They're ideal for all those uses.
Absolutely. You guys are absolutely loving them as well. You get 5 of the Scrap Masters in there, and you're getting 15 of the organizational wallets there for you too. Very, very busy across so many things in the show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little opportunity to get yourself checked out. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the ways you can watch and shop at the same time.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Lynn Harvey says there's a lot of flappage going on tonight. There really is, isn't there? We didn't even touch on Shut Your Flaps, which is my favourite Tiffany product of all, which is just down there. Who knows? Maybe next time we'll get to show you that again. Evelyn saying, love these. Now I can keep all my scraps handy under my desk. Yolanda saying as well, she loves to keep some of her smaller collections in the Scrap Masters as well. Absolutely. Lots of different uses for everything that Tiffany brings you. That is the joy of it, that it is so multi-use. It is going to work for so many different things, which is absolutely awesome. Right, I have something special for you guys who are stateside. It is a US only product. I'm going to share it with you right now. This is your Totally Tiffany paper car and top bundle. You guys have loved this. There's a couple of other things that you might want to go for this with it as well. There's a Totally Tiffany papercraft apron in the turquoise. It's not an apron for you, it's an apron for your cart. Just so you're thinking, gosh, I'm not that, what is that? Is it an hourglass? Is it a pear? No, it is a for your cart shape is what you're looking at right there. And then you've also got the apron available in purple for you as well. So they are the different options right there that you have. But it all starts with the paper car. That is the hero product here that we're talking about. $114.98 is your price in the US. It is US only, but if you want it, grab it. It really is an awesome product. I can see Tiffany is standing by there in her home studio, ready to take you through this. First time I've ever had a chance to see this one, Tiffany. What is this all about?
Well, I'm going to kind of be the headless presenter here because of the way the studio is set up. So the paper cart is going to give you 2 shelves. The dividers are movable, right? So you get 4 of the dividers, and they're just rods that slide in and out. I just put this die file on the bottom to show you. If you're going to use this for a die cutting cart, you want to put your die file on the bottom. You could fit 2 of them on the bottom shelf, and then you can put all of your paper here, and then you can put your Gemini machine on the top, and you've got your apron. I'm going to pull out one with an apron in just a minute and show that to you. To hold your platforms and all that stuff. But this is going to work for any of your 12 or our 12 by 12 paper storage items. So this is the paper handler, right? So that's going to fit on there with no problem. This is the Lisa bag, the 12 by 12 Lisa bag. This is your 12 by 12 fab file. So you can literally get 5 of the paper handlers on each shelf. And each paper handler holds up to 2,500 sheets of paper. So you can really max out that shelf using the paper handlers. But if you want to mix and match some of your other Totally Tiffany 12 by 12 paper storage, any of those are going to fit on there as well. Now you've got the top, and the top just clamps on and off. But this is giving you 13 by 25 inches of workspace on the top. So you have that little bit of extra added workspace with the paper cart, right? It's got the 4-wheel spinners on it, so it's really easy to move around. Again, sturdy, heavy-duty casters that are gonna lock. So really functional, really versatile. You're gonna love working with it. But the beautiful thing about putting things on wheels, and if you followed me for any length of time, you've heard me how much I love this, is that if you're not using this, you can push it away. You can park it in the corner. You can put it in the closet. But when you wanna use it, you just pull it out and bring it to you. So let me go over here. I'm gonna slide out this other one. Let me slide this out of the way, and then I'll bring in this one that has the apron on it. So you can see on this, I've got the apron loaded with my cutting mat. So if you're using a Cricut, it's gonna fit. The Cricut is gonna fit on the top table as well. I've actually got a double page layout on mine. But you've got all these nice pockets on the side. There's my big paper trimmer and my rulers, all of that stuff right here on the cart. So everything is really easy. I'll show you again, like you can get the 5 paper handlers on there. Now, here's the other thing. If you're using your Gemini, that can go on the top. Your cutting plates for your Gemini can go into these side pockets, so they're accessible. You already saw that I had my paper trimmer over there on the side. You really are maxing out the space on this cart for whatever you're gonna do with it project-wise. Is it gonna be your paper cutting cart? Is it gonna be your vinyl cutting cart? If you are using a Cricut and you love working with vinyl, this is ideal. Take your vinyl roll organizers, right? Our trays for vinyl storage. Load your vinyl up in this space. If you have sheets of vinyl, you can put your 12 by 12 sheets of vinyl into the paper handler. And then you've got your tools. You can put your machine on the top, and you've got all of your vinyl all together, all in one place. So super versatile, really easy to work with. And then, of course, you may just want to use it for paper, right? You may just say, I just need somewhere to get all of my paper together so I can get to it whenever I want it. You've got it organized into your paper handlers. You're going to get 10 paper handlers, 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. And if you've got 2,500 sheets of paper in each one of these paper handlers, I can't even count that high, right? 25,000 sheets of paper, is that right? 2,500, 5,000, 750, 10,000, yeah, 1,250. You got 5,000, no, 25,000 sheets of paper. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. That is amazing. So there it is with the apron, right? You've got all those lovely pockets that are going to hold everything. Super simple, super easy. Let's take one more look at it over here without the apron on it so you can see how it's going to fit with all the other different products that you might already own. Your 12 by 12 paper handler, your Lisa tote, your 12 by 12 fab file. Now, if you are using the Totally Tiffany 12 by 12 paper storage boxes, the cardboard paper storage boxes, those are going to fit on here as well. Now, the dividers come in and out really easily. So if you have your cart loaded, you won't need the dividers in there, right? They're just going to take up space that could be used for paper. But if you're trying to keep something straight up and down, that is what that divider is for. So in the event that you don't have enough to load onto your paper cart, which I think most of us probably do, that is what those dividers are for. They're going to help you keep things straight up and down. Now, one other thing I want to mention that I get a lot of questions about, top just pops off of it. So when you're not using it, it's easy to pop off and store on the back. But one of the other questions I get about storage commonly is this. So if you are using the Totally Tiffany 12 by 12 craft binders, and I pulled a few out here, you can load those up on the top shelf. Again, those dividers are going to help you keep things straight up and down, but your tabletop isn't going to fit over the top of that, just so you know, right? You can see they're a little bit taller than the edge of the cart. So, but they do, this is commonly, people are asking me, what am I going to do with my 12 by 12 binders? What's the best way to store them? You can put them on the top of your paper cart. They're going to fit on there with no problem. And you can put your paper storage then on the bottom of your cart. So just a super simple solution. Really easy to rotate with those 4-wheel spinners. Again, you've got those locking tabs on the bottom, so that's going to be really helpful. Now, this is 32.5 inches tall with the top on it. with the wheels poking out, you're at 18.5 inches. Notice that this bottom kind of bends out further. So you've got 18.5 inches this way. You've also got 18.5 inches across the front. And then the shelves are, sorry, I have to look up my dimensions here, 16.25 by 13.5 by 12 inches tall. So you've got plenty of room for paper storage on there. On both shelves. And all those dimensions, all that information is on the website as well. So you get even more details and more photos and images on the website. But just a great way to store all kinds of paper, but other things as well. So Joe, I know this is new. I know you don't have one yet, but what do you think you're going to do with yours?
Oh, I don't know. I think mine is going to be full of glitter and sequins and fabulousness, Tiffany, I would imagine. It looks awesome. First chance to get your hands on that for a lot of you. It is US only, but it is a tremendous deal. So absolutely do grab it. $114.98 is your price, which is absolutely awesome. I need to remind you of some products that are still proving very, very busy in this show. This here is, of course, your storage and supply case. You're getting the 2-drawer, the 4-drawer, and the 6-drawer. I'm going to move these. I'm going to go for it because I want you to see exactly what you are getting in here. So the 2-drawer is awesome. So we've got loads of the storage and supply cases in here. So maybe you're going to store your stamp storage sleeves in there. They would work beautifully. In here, we've got our glue gun, and we've also got all of our glue sticks in here. Maybe this could be your little embossing section. Maybe you can have your heat tool in here, some of your embossing powders in there. You're going to find loads of different things. I remember Tiffany saying about this before as well, having one of these in the car. Maybe you're going to have one of these as a dog bag. Maybe you're going to have a leash in here. Maybe you can have some treats in the other side. The poo bags are going to be in here. It could all fit in one. Another great thing I remember is Tiffany saying about slotting these under your car seat as well, having a little emergency stash of stuff in there as well. So there's so many different ways that you can use these. You get the 2. You are also, of course, getting the 4 as well. Remember, you can mix and match. You could put, you could have a large one and the 2 smaller ones in here. Tiffany showed us all around that as we went through the show. You're also getting in there the 2. You're going to get the 4. And you're going to get the 6 in here as well, whether it's waxes and polishes, sparklings, embossing powders, glitters, pencils, twine, you name it, you can put so much in here. Maybe it's going to be your cosmetics that you're organising in here. Maybe you're going to have all your makeup brushes organised in here, some lotions and potions, some serums, some night creams. You could do what you wanted with these. They make great organisers, whether it is for your drawers or it is for your crafting stash. It is completely up to you. So do grab those. It's great that we've got all of them in stock as well at the moment. Now, another popular item, brand new for you as well, the Paper Taker collection. Now, I know a lot of the time we bring you a lot of 12 by, I know we do a lot of 12 by 12 stuff for you, but great to see that we've got some A4 items in here for you as well. I would open this up, but I don't want to knock all that beautiful display of paintbrushes over. So in here, we've got all of our paintbrushes in here. We could have all of our different water brushes in here if we wanted to. Things like your blending brushes go in there beautifully. So many different things. Finger daubers, if you don't have the case to store them all together, they can all go in there. Tiffany, I'm going to come back to you. Brand new today, this. It has been exceptionally busy. What are you storing in your brand new 8 compartment? That's what I want to know.
Say that again, Joe. You cut out for 1 second.
No, not a problem. I was saying the brand new items, the 2 brand new items. What are you storing in your 8 compartment store and supply?
You know, the 8 compartment storage supply was designed specifically for your small ink pads. So whether those are the small Tim Holtz inks, the Memento Teardrop inks, the Stephanie Bernard inks, the ink dots, the cat eye inks, all of those little ink pads are going to fit right into each of those little slide out drawers. So that's what it was designed for. The chalks fit in there as well, but it's great also for your tri-blend markers. It's ideal for, like you saw, paint brushes, and of course I have my finger daubers, my life-changing brushes, blending brushes, all in that as well. So it's just a super versatile, like so many of our items. We designed them for one thing, in this case, those mini ink pads, and they work across the board for so many other different things. So I don't know if you can see these in our camera now, but I've just got them stacked up on the shelf. So don't forget that that's an option, that you can easily pull them in and out and use them as drawers open all the time on your shelf, but close them up and take them with you when you go somewhere, or stand them up to take them with you when you go. Also, Joe, I just wanted to mention the Scrap Master, which we talked about. This is also going to fit on your paper cart. So if you are using a paper cart or thinking about getting a paper cart, know that your Scrap Masters are going to slide on and off the shelf of that paper cart the same way as any of our other paper storage supplies. So just some amazing things today, Joe. Some really great stuff. I'm so excited to see all those buddy bags back in stock as well.
Absolutely. Great to have the buddy bags back. Great to have you back, Tiffany, as well. As always here on Crafted TV, a pleasure to have a couple of hours with you. I hope we'll get to see you again real soon.
I'm sure you will. Take care. Have a great afternoon. I'll send you a little more sunshine.
Thank you. We need it. Always brilliant to have Tiffany on the show with us. Please don't forget to check out your basket. What a fast and furious couple of hours it's been for the Craft House. Make sure you come join me tomorrow, because at midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time, I've got Softer Side with Bernie, brand new fabrics coming out. I've got a craft class at 3 p.m. with the lovely Debbie Fisher. That's 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast. And then, of course, Second Chance Sunday comes your way at 7 p.m. here in the UK. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time, 11 a.m. West Coast. Whew, what a whirlwind that was. Massive thank you to you as always. Don't forget to check out your baskets, and I'll see you tomorrow for another jam-packed day. Take care.